Look, we all know content creation can be a total grind. Seriously, who hasn't felt that agonizing frustration of staring at a blank screen, absolutely needing to post something brilliant for your business, but the inspiration is just totally gone? It's a universal struggle. Well, today, we're taking a giant magnifying glass to a specific, almost unbelievable solution floating around out there. Welcome to this explainer, where we are going to fully deconstruct the anatomy of a digital offer. Specifically, we'll be breaking down a rather fascinating digital toolkit listing from ElvantoDigital.com. We're going to peel back the layers and really analyze exactly how these digital assets are packaged, priced, and presented in today's wild online marketplace. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We'll start with the digital design deal, then dive inside the ultimate bundle, zoom out to the broader marketplace, and finally wrap up with reviews and checkout quirks. All right, let's jump right into part one, the digital design deal. The focal point of this whole deal is a listing boldly titled 70+ editable Canva templates, which, confusingly enough, is also simultaneously labeled as the Ultimate Pack Bundle. But just pay attention to the copywriting here. The description opens with the phrase, "Unlock endless creativity." And this beautifully elevates what is essentially a simple template pack into a grand aspirational mission statement. It doesn't just say, hey, here are some files. It speaks directly to the soul of social media marketers, entrepreneurs, and content creators. It promises to make your designs effortlessly stand out. They are actively selling you the end result, which is save time and elevated design, rather than just selling you the raw materials. Now, you absolutely have to notice the aggressive pricing strategy they deploy. They boldly cross out the original $5 price tag, showcasing this sudden dramatic drop to just $2. I mean, that is a massive 60% discount positioned front and center. In the digital product space, anchoring a higher original price right next to a much lower current price is a textbook psychological trigger. It instantly creates urgency and this incredibly strong perception of value, essentially making the financial barrier to entry practically non-existent for anyone on the fence. Moving right along to section 2, inside the ultimate bundle. I want you to keep this incredibly low $2 price tag firmly planted in your mind for a second. $2 is literally pocket change. You might find that in your couch cushions, yet it's the gateway to what the listing describes as a massive collection of professionally designed, ready-to-use templates. The whole psychological play here is to make the sheer volume of the content feel overwhelmingly disproportionate to that tiny little cost. Here is where it gets really wild. The staggering contrast between that $2 price and what's actually included is the core of this whole offer. Even though the main title says 70+ editable Canva templates, the features section casually promises over 1,000 high-quality Canva templates. Talk about a volume play, right? It covers everything from social media posts and ebooks to business branding and planners. Plus, they make sure to highlight that every single thing is fully customizable, meaning you can tweak the text, colors, and images with a few clicks. And the absolute kicker, no advanced design skills required. The goal is clear: overwhelm the buyer with just an absurd amount of sheer utility. This is another brilliant touch that perfectly demonstrates how accessible this offer is. They explicitly note that these templates work perfectly whether you're using the free version of Canva or the paid pro version. By guaranteeing that it works on the free tier, they cast their net as wide as humanly possible. It's a masterclass in removing technical friction and anticipating a buyer's objections before they even have a chance to think of them. Okay, let's shift gears to section 3, the broader marketplace. If we zoom out and look at the site's overall menu, it neatly maps out a truly comprehensive digital toolkit. It's designed to hit absolutely every potential need a modern creator might have. They've got print on demand for ready-to-print business designs. They offer reel bundles specifically targeting the exploding short-form video market. You've got Notion templates to organize your workflows, and of course, the Canva templates we've been talking about. It's totally a one-stop-shop approach, trying to be the ultimate hub for creators' entire digital life. Digging a little deeper, they also list some highly specialized categories like PLR products. Now, if you don't know, PLR stands for private label rights. This is a massive concept in the online space. It basically means buyers can purchase these digital assets, modify them, and legally turn around and resell them as their own. Sitting right alongside mockups, activity worksheets, and coloring books, this marketplace is really trying to do it all. They aren't just selling tools to make art. They are practically selling entire digital business models in a box. Finally, let's get into the fun stuff in section 4, reviews and checkout quirks. So this is where the anatomy of this whole offer gets particularly fascinating and honestly a little funny. Look at the social proof, or actually scratch that, look at the complete lack of it. Right next to the Add to Cart button, a banner aggressively claims 13 people watching this product now, clearly trying to create that FOMO, that sense of scarcity. But if you scroll down to the actual user reviews, straight zeros. 0 5-star ratings, 0 4 stars, literally 0 reviews across the board. It's this hilarious juxtaposition between the site's marketing plugins desperately trying to drive urgency and the actual visible reality of their customer feedback. Oh, and it gets even better when you look at the review form itself. Let's say you decide to be their very first reviewer. The site asks you to rate some highly specific, rather unusual criteria. Alongside normal stuff like value for money, it explicitly asks you to rate the durability and delivery speed of the item. Guys, we are talking about a purely digital instant access download link. The idea of a customer sitting there pondering the physical durability of a cloud-based template is just chef's kiss. What a storefront quirk. Building on that exact same quirk, check out the actual timeline of physical delivery options presented at checkout for this totally digital template bundle. For some inexplicable reason, you have the option to pick up from the Woodmart store for free. Or if you prefer, you can choose courier delivery in 2 to 3 days, or DHL courier delivery, also in 2 to 3 days. It's pretty obvious the site's underlying e-commerce architecture is heavily geared toward a physical retail store, and nobody bothered to customize the settings for a digital inventory. It creates this genuinely surreal checkout experience where you might momentarily expect a DHL truck to pull up and hand you a website link.
Believe it or not, it doesn't stop there. This e-commerce artifact also proudly promises a 1-year warranty and a free 30-day return policy, again applying strict physical retail standards to an instantly duplicated digital asset. I have to ask, how exactly does one enforce a 1-year warranty on a digital graphic? Do the pixels wear out? It's a really fascinating look at what happens when you use a powerful, out-of-the-box e-commerce template without actually tailoring the finer details to the product you're selling.
And just to throw a total wild card into the mix, sandwiched right under the template's description, is an entirely unrelated promotion for an Apple shopping event. It's urging buyers to hurry up and get discounts on Apple devices up to 20%. Why is it there? Who knows? It creates this slightly chaotic mishmash of digital asset sales, weird physical shipping options, and random promotional banners all fighting for your attention on the exact same page.
So what does this all mean? Does the massive volume of a $2 digital bundle outweigh the highly amusing quirks of its storefront? I mean, on one hand, you have a promise of over 1,000 customizable templates for the literal price of a cup of cheap coffee, which is an incredible time saver. But on the other hand, you've got a digital storefront asking you to rate the durability of a file and offering DHL delivery for a web link. It's an absolutely fantastic reflection of today's digital marketplace, where incredible instant digital value often sits right next to slightly surreal, completely automated e-commerce infrastructure. Ultimately, the choice is up to the savvy digital consumer. So ask yourself, are you ready to navigate the quirks to grab the deal? Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and remember to always keep questioning what's really behind that Buy Now button.